Hi guys, Amy Borda here again, and I am bringing a video today about cues because a lot of you have been asking about cues. I'm going to try to do my best to cover all the cues. Remember, this is mostly when you do Zumba and when you take classes with me. Hopefully it'll help you also if you take classes with other instructors as we use similar cues. Alright, so first, the first cue that I wanted to give you to help you out is the directional cues. So of course, if I go like this or instructors go like this, it means you're going to go to your right. Which step? You're going to find out as we go. Remember that in Zumba, the steps are very repetitive. So if you don't get it the first time, you have a chance to get it on the second time or the second day that you come to class. So right, whether it's that you're doing a merengue step, left, if you're doing that. It could be like if you're doing this kind of squat like this. It can be if you're doing reggaeton. But this is the directional cue. If I want you to come forward, I'll go like this or like this. And if I want you to go back, I go like that, right? There's also diagonal cues, which is when we do this, it's because we're gonna do something here, whether it's a mambo, whether it's kickball change. Any step that we go like this means that we're gonna go do something here and then do something here. Moving on to the second type of cues is the number cue. So we have the number of steps. If I'm gonna go to the right and I go like this, you know that is 2. Of course, we combine this with the directional cues. So if I go like that, it's 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And notice how the cues are always giving, that's what they're called cues, right? They cue you to do a step. So they always come a little bit before you actually do the step. So 2, if I wanna go 4, I'll point 4. So that's one way of telling you how many steps we're doing. The other way that we use the number cues is for countdown. So let's say I'm doing this step and I'm pointing. I'm going to talk about this cue later. But if I'm pointing here and I go like this, it's 3. And then I start going 2 and 1. You see how that was a countdown. And that way you know how many steps we're doing and how many we have left. So sometimes I use the eye signal to show you of a step that we're going to be doing to catch your attention. So I always do like this so that you can like watch what's coming, and I do it a little bit before the step. So for example, if I am doing a pattern here, I'm doing something with the legs and I want to show you a pattern, a new pattern coming up with the arms. I'll go like this so that you can know it's coming, and then I'll show you what the arm patterns are, okay? So that's one cue. The other one that I use, or the instructors use in general as a catching your attention, is the stop sign. So let's say we're marching front, going back, and I go like this because something else is coming, and then I'll show you the next step. So we use this for like stop. Like it's an international cue, so everybody kind of uses that too. And then pointing at your body parts, which I was talking to you about that before. So for instance, if I want to do this foot in front, I'll kind of slap my thigh like this and tell you, you know, that we're going front. Whether if it's a salsa, I'll go like this and then back, front and back, front and back. If I'm gonna like do a booty circle, so I'll go like this, so that you know what I'm doing, and pointing at the floor. That's another way of doing it. So not only at the body part that we're doing something with, but also to the floor. That's called point to the floor. It means we're staying here. As opposed to, if I'm doing that, it means that I'm going that way. But if I point here directly to the floor, it means that I'm doing something here, whether it's a squat, whether it's a salsa step, I'm doing something right in this area. The other signal that we use, another cue, if I'm doing a step and I explain it to you slow, right? And I go like this, it means that we're gonna do the same thing, but fast. Also, and I've seen some instructors use that too, they do this as a repeat. So if we're doing, let's say this step, all right, and going back, and I go like this, means we're doing it again. I usually don't do that. I just do the same cue that we did the first time, and I use this for fast. And I'm using my whole, like the arm. Sometimes I do this to go fast. The other cue that I use is the actual step cue. So for example, let's say I'm doing this kind of step, okay? So before we do the step, I'll show you before, if I'm doing something else, and I go like this, means that that's the next step that is coming up. Or shimmy, for example. We're doing a step and we're gonna do shimmy soon, so I'll do. So that way you know that that's coming. And this one is very popular, so we do, means from the top. So whatever the choreograph was for that particular song, you know that it comes back again, whether it's the chorus, the lyrics, it always repeats in itself. The steps repeat in themselves. So we do this like to go from the top. And then at the end, maybe I've seen a couple people do this. I do that a lot, like the end. So if we're gonna have like a final pose or like a slide or something, I go like this, meaning that's the end of the song and we finish. I wanna combine steps. If I show you something and then I wanna put it together, I go like this, meaning, okay, let's do everything together. Like if I show you how to do this, and then I show you how to do this one, for example, separately, and now I go like this, means we're putting together both of them. So here, and also did you see this cue, like directional, and I'm also giving you number. So we're doing 2 here. One that everybody uses is a turn. Some people go up, some people go like here, but this basically is turn around. And of course, you know that if you see that cue and you get dizzy, you have vertigo, you don't like to turn, you're afraid for your knees or whatever, you don't have to do the turn. So a way to do the turn, you can stay in place and just do kind of a booty circle. So you do this while everybody else is doing the turn, and you just stay here in place. So those are all the cues I can think of. If I think of any other cues, I'll add it or do another video for you. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.